Hello, I am Dr. Judy Heyman, the Executive Director for the Montana VA Healthcare System, and I'm honored to share a major milestone with you. May 2022 marks the 100th anniversary of the Fort Harrison Veterans Hospital. As we celebrate the last 100 years, we recognize this is not just a celebration of the VA hospital, it is a celebration of the pioneers at Fort Harrison, Helena, and all of the surrounding communities.
Welcome to the Fort Harrison VA Medical Center. This location has an extensive history, which I'm very excited to share with you today. In 1892, Congress passed a law designating this location as a military post. Construction began shortly after, and 2 years later, the first soldiers arrived on site. Originally, this location was named after President Benjamin Harrison, but in 1906, it was renamed after our 9th president, William Henry Harrison. This location served for several decades as a military post, but in May 19, 1922, this location was transferred to the Veterans Bureau and it became known as Veterans Hospital No. 72. The building behind me was constructed in 1932 and served as the hospital until 1961 when the new medical center was built. In 1935, this area of the country was hit with severe seismic activity, and on October 31, 1935, an earthquake about 7 miles from this location struck. It caused damage to our powerhouse chimney, causing us to close our hospital. Veterans had to be transferred by train to Walla Walla VA in the middle of the night. We didn't know if this hospital would reopen, but luckily 2 years later, construction was done and we reopened in 1937 and started serving veterans again. Construction was completed on the new hospital in 1963, and over the years we've gone through many expansions, to include 1976 an outpatient expansion, in 1981 a pharmacy expansion, in 1995 a 2-story hospital addition, in 2007 a surgical expansion, and finally in 2021 a primary care addition. The 2-story late Victorian style building behind me served as the original post hospital and was constructed in 1895. Today, this building serves as the administration building for the Freedom's Path program. Several beautiful historic buildings surround the parade grounds of this historic campus. These buildings originally served as the officer quarters when this was a post. Over the years, many soldiers lived here, and eventually, doctors and nurses use these facilities as housing on site here at the campus. Today, these locations serve as homeless housing for veterans here in Montana. Encompassing approximately 11 acres is the historic parade grounds, and at the center of the parade grounds stands the 96-foot tall flagpole, which is the mast of a ship, erected in 1896. In 2006, construction was completed on the Veterans Benefits Regional Office Building. Also constructed in 2006 was the Liberty House, which provides housing for families of loved ones who are currently staying as an inpatient in our hospital. The traditional healing ground consists of a sweat lodge, big lodge, and also includes a medicine wheel. These are used for traditional healing ceremonies and healing programs for veterans and VA employees. Today, the Montana VA sees over 47,000 veterans at over 18 sites of care. We've proudly served veterans for the last 100 years, and we look forward to serving them for the next 100.